Hello everybody, Kane here today with an episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we are back on the world to do some more work on the Raptor house as we quickly run out of episodes to finish this thing, since I think last episode was episode 120. Yeah, we've got 5 videos left to finish this whole building. So, if you guys remember correctly, last episode I said I was probably going to start the Deinonychus today, and I've had a slight change of plans. And that's mostly down to the fact that we have a lot more stuff I want to work on first, and then I want to get to this guy, because, well, I actually don't know if it's going to go there or there. It doesn't really matter at this point, so I'm not really going to pick. But, basically, I've got a rundown of how we're going to use these last couple episodes. Rough guideline. So today we're actually, instead of adding in a new animal, we're just going to be working on the building in general, trying to get a lot of the structure just put together, because, I mean, we've got a fair amount done. We've got a lot of this area kind of finished up. But yeah, there's a lot of things we still need to add in. We need to finish this whole roof section up. We need to finish that up. We're not going to be doing too much interior decorating today, but we're probably just going to be focusing mostly on the structure itself, getting the second floor up, getting a lot of the open areas finished, all the walls up, all the areas just kind of set up in general, because I think that's going to be a really good use of today's time, since although exhibits are awesome, they only constitute a small part of the actual building process of this thing. So yeah, we kind of need to get started on some of the other stuff. But yeah, and then next episode, hopefully we'll get the Deinonychus in, and then following the Deinonychus, I plan to do both Austroraptor and Microraptor in one episode. Reason being, well, you know, we're not actually getting them in. We're just gonna be kind of setting their exhibit areas up, kind of getting the interior kind of prepared, not really finished, you know, just kind of setting them up as coming soon exhibits, or to be added in the near future kind of builds. And then after that, let's see, how many episodes will that be? There'll be 2 episodes left, which will probably just mostly focus on decoration, and I'm thinking maybe we'll spend one of those 2 episodes maybe adding in some outdoor areas for certain exhibits. In particular, possibly the Citipodi, the Velociraptor, and the Deinonychus / Austroraptor. Maybe we'll see about adding in some outdoor areas for them. But anyway, that is the game plan for today's episode. So, well, I mean, as I always say, I'm gonna get started, and I will bring you guys back in when I've got some progress done. All right, everyone, we're back, and yeah, I've been pretty busy. I haven't really it looks like a lot of work, and it really is, but it's also not enough work at the exact same time. So for this first bit, I just decided to work on the front of the building because, well, I think that's probably one of the most important things to work on, since this was the biggest empty space we kind of had. I have also realized that my scaffolding is kind of in the way, but if we quickly hop up here, it's mostly just a repeat of what's down below, but to kind of break it up, give it a bit more interest, I did actually add in these planters with some lilacs, some blue orchids, and some leaf blocks, and yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. We've also got the little overhang thing that we did over, where did we do that? Over by the Ornitholestes, I think? Yeah, it's much lower down here, but same idea, same principle has been applied. I've also... This was a weird area to work with, because the roof lowers down a fair bit for the Ornitholestes exhibit, but stays that height for this area, so we kind of had this weird little thing, which I think I'm going to remove the wooden paneling for, and instead we're just going to put a bunch of leaves over here and kind of drape them down like vines to kind of give it because there is dirt up there, so we're going to kind of turn that into a bit of a garden that will lead into the garden we have there. If we come around here, you can see I've also set up the second story up here. I didn't quite put it all the way over the cargo area just because I felt like it's gonna get its own special roof probably. I want to put a lot of air conditioners up on top of it and stuff to make it look really cool. But if we come inside, this is also where I've done a lot of work. Just lining up these huge skylight panels because, well, I don't want this whole atrium area to be super duper dark, so I'm thinking we might put some of these like great window things in to kind of give it a bit more light, kind of make it look a bit nicer. I'm not really sure exactly how many I'm going to put in, if I do put them in at all, because I could just choose not to and instead go with the dark oak paneling. But I'm thinking I'm gonna put them in at least a couple, maybe like, maybe the central like 6 here will get them. And those two will just be a regular paneling, and those two will be paneling. That way we can get some actual roof texture up on top and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, we've had to do a lot of work here. But it's coming along pretty darn well, I think. I think we can make some pretty good progress today on just, again, getting this thing finished. Obviously, of course, though, I have this whole side to really, I haven't really started that whole side at all, and then we've got to come back over here. And the real difficult part with over here, and actually, well, I guess when we get to the Citipodis as well, but the real difficult part with this area is particularly with the Velociraptors and the Ornitholestes. Their roofs are at different heights from the actual roof. So, well, I mean, it's both a good and a bad thing. On one hand, it's annoying because it means I have to do more work to get it to all fit together. On the other hand, though, I really like that because it means this building is going to be a lot more interesting to look at, because instead of all being one height, it's going to be at several different heights, giving a lot of interest and, you know, different levels to look at and all sorts of cool stuff, which is something I really wanted with this build. Again, I want to try and fix the mistakes of the past few buildings I've made by trying to actually make this one just incredible and amazing and look super duper cool. But anyway, I think that's all the talking I really need to do. So I'm gonna hop back into working and we'll see how much I can get done. Oh, I also filled in the roof here, so now we actually have a full roof. I need to get sea lanterns. I really need sea lanterns so I can actually put some much nicer lighting in here. I'm thinking actually, because I think I have a full block, right? For the floor? Yeah, I do have a full block for the floor. You can see right there. Part of me is actually considering doing what I did in the reptile house in Wildlife Park and actually just, I don't know, finding areas where I can stick carpet and then just sticking glowstone underneath it. So that way, you know, it lights the area up without being super obtrusive. I kind of like that idea. But anyway, I am going to get back to work and I'll bring you guys back in when we've made a bit more progress. All right, we're back. And, you guys know in the last clip, I was like, oh, you know, we're gonna have some issues trying to figure out how to get the roofs at the different heights they need to be at, right? Yeah, no, that problem has just manifested itself tenfold. And, yeah. So we have roof height A, as I'd like to call it, right, guys? So this area over here. Then we have roof height B. Now we also have roof height C and roof height D. And pretty soon we'll probably have E and F over here. So yeah, this roof is going to be a bit of a maze to build, but regardless of the nightmare I'm about to plunge myself into in terms of roof building, yeah, we got the initial panels in. I haven't added these ones in yet. I just kind of got bored of building this because I put these ones in and then went to go work on this mess. But yeah. We're making some good progress. Again, I think I've realized I'm not gonna finish all of this today, obviously. Mostly because, although I was like, oh yeah, I was thinking in my mind like, oh yeah, of course, we're gonna go all the way around here and add in all this. No, we're not. That's stupid. I can't do that yet. I actually need to build the exhibits first, because if I don't build the exhibits, then, you know, I don't actually know what I'm dealing with. So yeah, we can't do that yet. But everything else is starting to look pretty darn good. This is really starting to come together as, well, quite the building in my opinion. I'm becoming, whoa, ow. I'm getting very, very, very happy with how this is all starting to turn out. I think it's starting to look really, 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 really amazing. Like if we run in here now, like, even though of course, yeah, it's only 4 panels, this already feels a lot more like an actual building. I don't know. Oh, I also filled that in. Finally. So, and I'm not gonna add in all the stripes and stuff because I'm just gonna throw the vines up more along that wall. Make it a vine wall, because that'll look cool. But yeah, again, just the more I keep working on this, the more and more incredible it's starting to turn out. I mean, it really is quickly becoming one of my favorite builds we've done. It's, I'm just loving it. But anyway, over here, there's a bit of a weird issue that I'm not really sure how to solve at the moment, just with this area here. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna figure it out pretty soon, but that's annoying me. Not really sure what I'm doing up there. Probably gonna throw in some more plants, make it another, like, I don't know, forested area. We'll see what happens with that. In here, as you can see, I've lined the top of it with stairs because that made it look a lot nicer, and that kind of fit the pattern we already have going along the rest of the building. I'm considering about doing something here to make this look a little bit nicer. Part of me is thinking I might just bring that staircase there out again, and then we'll put like more planters along the top, kind of make it look a little bit more interesting, but we'll see what happens. Nothing's set in stone yet. Oh, there's a skeleton. That's too spook for me. But yeah, again, this build really, like, if you come out here now, like, it's already starting to look more like a real building. I love this. I'm so happy with how this is all turning out. I think it's gonna be really cool. Also, yeah, I think throwing dirt up here and like making this a big like planted area is gonna look really nice from this balcony. Like, you're gonna get a really good view into that. Maybe we can throw some dinosaur skeletons in there as well to really kind of add in some extra decoration, but we're not gonna worry about that this episode. We're just gonna worry about, well, yeah, I'd like to do a bit more building before we call this a day, but I think I'm gonna get started on probably just trying to connect up a few more of these roofs from the outside and getting all this finished. Basically, if I can finish this whole side, going all the way up to the second entrance, I'm gonna be happy. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna go work on. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll bring you guys back in to show you off everything when we're finished. All right, we're back, and well, I've gotten some pretty amazing work done here, guys. I know, again, like that side, we're not really gonna look. Oh, I actually completely forgot to do something, and that was add in. I got so focused working over there, I completely forgot about this. I did remove the scaffolding because, well, we didn't need the scaffolding there anymore. I've got other ways up now, but yeah, we've got more done. So if we walk around here, you can see. Actually, it'll probably be a bit easier to see if we go over here, but. Yeah, we've got all 4 roof heights that I've currently got set up. Like they're all kind of going. I don't think I connected this one up to that one yet, but that'll happen soon enough. But yeah, I love this. I really like the railing we've got. This kind of like dark oak railing along the top of the roof. I think it looks super cool, and it's gonna be really awesome to like when it's all complete to have this here, because I don't know, it just adds in that really the really cool bit of extra depth. Man, I cannot speak English today. I mean, it is a difficult language. Whoops. But yeah, like, it's just looking amazing. Also, one other thing I want to quickly point out before we go look at the rest of stuff is this. So, if we run up here, you guys will notice this is right above the Velociraptor shelter, I believe, but I realized it had this big open space, and I was like, well, you know, we could do, oh, that's an extra block. Let's remove that real quick. But I was like, oh, we have this big empty space up here right by a loading bay. You know, I mean, we should figure out something to do here, because, you know, I mean, we could just leave it as an empty space, kind of like I've left the top of this as an open space, even though there's still windows here, it's left open, but I don't know, I figured we could throw something in here. If you guys have any suggestions for what we could throw in here, let me know. I'm thinking maybe a security office would be kind of cool. So we set up like some computers and stuff. We set up, you know, like, I don't know, maybe like a rack with like, I don't know. I was gonna say like a tranquilizer gun, but we don't have a tranquilizer gun, I don't think. But we could put like some nets up here or something. So basically, it's like, you know, we've got our security guys sitting up here monitoring all the exhibits, making sure none of the animals escape, and that way, you know, they can like, if an animal does get out, they can go send somebody with like a net to go capture it, which sounds hilarious. I mean, you know, you've got like a 8-foot long Deinonychus, or maybe like a 12-foot long Deinonychus, you know, prowling around the building about to go eat someone, and you just send some dude out there with a net to go catch it. Doesn't sound like it work in real life, but it works in this game, so that's awesome. But yeah, I really like that. I think that's gonna be really cool. Plus, It's got a lot of nice big windows up by the front, so you've got a good view into it, and I think that'll look really, really cool. We do have these with all the windows in them, even though, again, these windows are kind of pointless. I'm actually thinking of doing something I think I did in a previous build, which was just put black concrete behind them. So, you know, there's the illusion of there being a window, but there's not actually anything behind it. It just, you know, looks like it's into an unlit area or something. Nothing really changed over here, just kind of worked more on stuff. I did work on bringing out the ceiling, I guess, for the second floor a bit more. Also, I think the Raptors are a bit more grown up now. And look at them, they are adorable. I love these guys, they're so small and cute. I like that they actually decided to sleep next to the window. That's, whoa. You know, that's an unintended consequence of their climbing ability I didn't think of. But now that I can see it, I absolutely love it. Yeah, like, I mean, I knew they were gonna climb, which is why I made those little alcoves, so that way, you know, they couldn't climb up and out of the enclosure, but... Oh, one actually did manage to climb up and out of the... Oh, I see how it did it. Okay, so I'm gonna fix that, but... I did not expect them to just sleep in those little, like, crevices. I love that. That's like one of the most unintentional things I've ever done, but something that I just absolutely adore. That is incredibly, well, both adorable and cool. I love that. And I guess running back around here, I got the ceiling in here completely filled in. So yeah, like, oh, I love that. That's very cool. I love the shadows it casts so much. It looks so cool. And I know I say the word cool about 1 billion times in each episode, but I don't care. It means I'm doing a good job in my eyes if I'm saying what I built is cool. But yeah, this building's just really starting to come together. I'm really happy with how this episode's gone. I really am. Like, we're really just, it's just awesome to see the building just come together like this. All right, you are a little problem child, and I'm gonna deal with you in a little bit, aka just put it back down in the enclosure and put some sort of ledge there, but yeah, oh yeah, we haven't really looked in here since we've done everything. Looking pretty good indeed. I wanna see, can you actually see? Okay, you can see a bit of the railing there. I wanna see if you can actually tell that it's there from, oh, I guess you wouldn't see that from this exhibit, but yeah, this is all looking really good. I'm very happy with this, but yeah, I'm kind of oohing and awing over it a bit too much. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for stuff we can add into the building, we still got a couple episodes to go, so if you have like a particular, I don't know, thing you want to see added in here, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys want. And yeah, next episode hopefully will be the Deinonychus. We'll get that in, and that'll be the last dinosaur we're adding in until the paleontology update hits, whenever that happens. And we get our Microraptors and the Austroraptor, and that'll be really cool. I'm very much looking forward to those. Should be awesome. But yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. Hope you all are looking forward to next episode. And until next time, guys, see ya.